Razorback is a highly stylized and colorful Ozploitation film that was Australia's answer to Jaws. Replacing the ocean with the outback and a giant shark with a giant razorback, this 80s horror classic delivers exactly what you'd want from a film about a giant killer razorback in Australia. The screenplay was written by Everett de Roche, who's also responsible for writing the Jamie Lee Curtis Australian cult classic Road Games and one of Tarantino's favorites, Patrick, both of which were directed by Richard Franklin. Bill Kerr plays Jake Cullen, a farmer whose place is attacked by the giant razorback, and in the process his son is taken away. He gets blamed for his grandson's disappearance, but isn't convicted due to lack of evidence. Sometime later, an American journalist and animal rights activist played by Judy Morris travels to Australia to do a story on kangaroo hunters and slaughterhouses. After she goes missing, her husband, played by Gregory Harrison, heads to Australia and poses as a tourist to try and find out what happened to her.
He's only got two states of being. Dangerous or dead. Nothing in between.
At this point, Jake Cullen, the farmer who had his grandson taken, has turned into a vengeful hunter and is obsessed with finding and killing the giant razorback.
Roughly how many razorbacks would you kill in a season?
There isn't a season for razorbacks, girlie.
Then why kill them?
You want to know? There's something about blasting the shit out of a razorback that brightens up my whole day.
There's also a couple of Aussie punks that are typical of many Australian exploitation pictures during that era that did their own bit of terrorizing in the film as well. The film was shot by Road Warrior cinematographer Dean Semler, who's went on to have a very successful career in Hollywood, and most recently has worked as DP on Disney's Maleficent, and unfortunately, Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. Razorback is just a fun horror film, with some pretty good practical creature effects and amazing cinematography. It's Australian through and through, has the energy of a filmmaker that has clearly come from a music video background, and a script that rarely slows down. If you haven't seen this film before, hunt down a copy of Razorback, as it's one of my all-time favorite Aussie flicks.